Hey there, beautiful joy seeker. Happy New Year. Welcome back to the I Am Changing podcast. I'm your host, Kaz Humphreys, and I'm a change chick. In this episode, I'm sharing a little bit about a guiding word and how to create it. I don't know about you, but have you ever created a New Year's Eve resolution whereby you've successfully achieved the outcome that you want? No, me either. There's a reason for that. That's taken me a bit to figure out the reason why resolutions don't work. At a societal level, traditionally, we've chosen resolutions to negate something unwanted in our life. However, our modern culture understands so much more about psychology. The Oxford Dictionary defines a resolution as a firm decision to do or not to do something, as an intention, as an aim, or a plan. So, why do resolutions suck the big one? Resolutions are flawed for several reasons. They're only a mental thought that you've connected to a negative default position. It's something you no longer want to do. They're often based on something you desire in the future. They're often based on a comparison you've made with something that someone else does or has or is wanting to do, and they're making it happen. Resolutions often lack room for you to amend or reconfigure the deliverable outcome. It's either all or nothing. It's either all or failure. And their start date and time are very specific. And resolutions don't offer flexibility for planning, for implementation, for course correction, for falling off the bandwagon and getting on again. There's no flexibility nor invitation to explore your feelings, beliefs, or habits that you're maintaining subconsciously that are going against what you're actually trying to achieve. For example, that moment you decide to quit smoking is often on a whim. The resolution doesn't address why you are smoking in the first place, nor does it address why you maintain the habit. It also doesn't include an alternative plan to reduce smoking if quitting cold turkey becomes too much. And so the resolution is based on a thought, and this doesn't set you up with a proactive plan for a positive achievement outcome. Additionally, the resolution doesn't attend to anything in the emotions department. There's a lot of power of creating an intention over a resolution. An intention is a process by which you connect to the positive and desired feelings, something you want to be, want to do, want to have. The resolution statement is often a default from avoiding a feeling, a sensation, avoiding a habit that you don't want in your life. And so stating or naming the resolution as the fireworks explode at midnight, that's pretty easy. It's almost a token gesture, but you're simply identifying the desired change status that you want in your life, but there's no substance or basis for the commitment that you're so flippantly stating. And so the negativity that comes with resolutions, it smacks you up the backside of your head by the end of the second week in January. Your resolve for the resolution has dissolved. And if you've made it that far, you've done really well. The reason resolutions fail so quickly is that they're only a statement of what you want. There's no plan for action. The resolution is no plan for support, no plan for backup. And frankly, if we're going to get really serious, there's no plan to be curious or kind to yourself as you make change. And so why are intentions better? From my perspective, it's important to recognize the definitions as you form your intentions. Your intention should guide your desired action that leads you towards the desired goal or outcome. Remember, resolutions are simply the destination of the outcome you desire. An intention provides the framework, the stepping actions for your desired outcome. They provide the feeling that you'll have when you've achieved what you want. The intention plan acts like a roadmap for how you'll arrive at the desired destination. And just like quitting something like smoking or sugar or alcohol or sex, porn, whatever it is, you're it's actually normal psychology to have relapses and wobble moments. You just don't jump straight into stopping without support. So the beauty of an annual intention is you can take as long as you like to achieve your desired outcome. In fact, your intention doesn't even have to be a New Year's thing. It can be you finally arrived at a decision, at an awareness of, all right, I need to change this thing in my life. And you go about doing it by setting the intention. There's something really special about carving out space to reflect and release the expiring year with all of its experiences. But if you're listening to this episode or you've reached a time in your life where you're ready to make a change, don't rely on the calendar to do it. Reflect now. Reflecting on the lessons you've learnt or learning before opening yourself up to dreaming and creating deeper desires actually helps you identify then what are the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors associated with this thing that I want to change. Because this is the best bit about intentions. It's not dependent upon a date in your calendar. You can do it any time of the year. You can utilize intention to allow you to create a plan and the energy for your desired change. And so, how do we go about boosting intentions, whether they're annual or otherwise? Intentions are the best when you gift yourself time to reflect on what it actually is you want to change and bring to a close. Perhaps there's something in your life where you felt frustrated, stuck, felt heavy, felt like you're at a crossroad or a roundabout. Perhaps you're feeling uncertain about how to steer your unique truth. You're pointing north and feel like perhaps you've lost your way. And a component of creating an intention, I always find myself returning to the Dharma ritual that I've practiced for nearly 2 decades. Dharma it's a Sanskrit word and it translates to right direction. Therefore, when you actively explore your Dharma or right direction, you're immersing yourself into a quest to gain perspective of your purpose, your passion, your power. This exploration is an assessment of whether you're pointing true north, whether you're activating from your heart, or whether you're doing laps, running in circles, feeling stuck because you're in your head. If you're pointing true north in your journey to life and fulfilling your highest purpose, you are living your intention. You're living your Dharma, the right direction. So combine your reflection of what you're in control of. Allow yourself time to explore what are the lessons you've learnt during the past year or the past season or the experience, and allow yourself to create the perfect foundation for identifying the guiding word. This is the word that will bring you back to this intention, your Dharma, your right direction of where you want to be in life. Your Dharma isn't something that you search for or find outside of yourself. It's a feeling that resonates deeply and it speaks only in your heart. It's that gut feeling that you get when you're happy or when you're in exactly the right place doing exactly the right thing. Your Dharma is your rhythm. And it's just like the wind rustling through the trees, playing a sacred symphony of sound. That song is ever evolving. And guess what? So are you, beautiful. Everyone has a purpose in life, a unique gift, or a special talent to share with others. It's not failure if you realize it would be helpful to have a guiding light for your path and find your way forward again. And so for me, I utilize a combination of intuitive heart meditation to activate my soul vision from my heart space, connecting with that feeling. So when I'm doing the thing, when I'm walking my Dharma, my right direction, when I'm doing the things that align me to my intentional word, my guiding word, I get that feeling and I'm banking credits into the happiness account. I, for myself, weave a combination of neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and hypnotic suggesting to shift negativity out of my belief system. And I work from within my heart. This is where I find my light to activate the truth of what I need to see, hear, feel, taste, touch. I make it sensory so that when I go about doing and living my life, it's intentional so that I'm connected with my Dharma, my right direction. I don't know about you, but I adore working within group settings, harmonizing collective energies. And sometimes the guiding word will just drop in and land purposefully within my heart. Other times, the meditation reveals omens and clues that can reveal themselves with post meditation journaling. So, this is something, get your notebook out. You don't need an expensive journal for this activity, it just needs to be purposeful. And for myself, I record the script and I will listen to it over and over and over. I'm repeating, I'm training my brain that what alignment feels like for that intentional word, and then I put that on repeat. Sometimes I even have an accountability partner and they will listen to my recording of me saying what it is that I'm intending, and I listen to theirs. And so we're then reaffirming our neurology, our neural pathways. We're changing the neuroplasticity of our habits by just replaying over and over and over what it is we want, reconnecting to that sensory experience that we feel in our heart. And I'm still often surprised when I dedicate that heartfelt attention to my life, those desires for more joy, more happiness, deeper, more robust health, how easily that single word will float into my conscious awareness. That guiding word holds an enormous amount of positive, changeable power. The repeating, the reconnection of this word throughout the year or throughout the change process reactivates the intention made within the heart. And often I will do this at the beginning of the Chinese New Year. I don't really align with the Hungarian calendar anymore, but that's okay, each to their own, because revisiting the word, the intention, the Dharma reinvokes the magic of my resonance. Using your guiding word is like a positive anchor to all that you are becoming. The meditative power of defining your Dharma comes through observation and reflections of your precious life. Through gentle exploration, you easily understand how you can honor your life path or Dharma. Your guiding word can be likened to that of creating a mission statement. You use it to remind yourself of how to remain on a true course, always pointing true north. Think of it like this. You might spend the whole year climbing Mount Everest, but first you've got to be fit enough to make it up to base camp. And you need the intention of climbing all the way to get you there. Do you see where I'm going? Acceptance of your Dharma provides an energetic space to expand and create balance in your life. The Dharma intention, the right direction you create, enables you to build the platform energetically, vibrationally, from which you then get grounded into. And when you reevaluate your Dharma each and every time you reconnect with your intentional guiding word, you're supporting yourself to move forward proactively. You're changing the neuroplasticity of your mind. I love implementing the guiding word annually, for it can weave miracles into your life. And I'm reminded by the brilliant quote by Gandhi that tells the tale of how one word can influence your entire life. Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive because your words become your behavior. Keep your behavior positive because your behavior becomes your habits. Keep your habits positive because your habits become your values. And keep your values positive because your values become your destiny. How smart was Gandhi? When you regularly reference your guiding word, you're reactivating your intention. It directly connects you to exploring your Dharma deeper each and every time. It brings you to that sensory experience of your values. This creates kindness and it allows you to gently explore the aspects of life that potentially are outdated, holding you back, or you're stuck in. Remember your Dharma, that right direction is that little voice within you. It tugs at your heart, it niggles you to grab your attention. It's the whispers from your gut instinct of what is your true path. So, following your Dharma can lead you along your life path as well as day to day activities. The key question is, do you listen to the messages that your heart sends you? Using your guiding word will align you directly back to your heart and to your path. When you come to understand who you are, that's a process and it's okay to take time. It's not something you're going to click your fingers and it's all on. It takes practice to slow down long enough to pay attention. You have an entire lifetime to figure out who you are. And that is an evolution and it's progress. Having a simple tools like a guiding word can gift you that little helping hand along the way. So when I reference my guiding word, I'm instantly transported into the vulnerability of my Dharma. Alignment is my word this year, and I recognize and understand that fear associated with exploring deep within, and I do it anyway. It's softened from being I am enough to now this year, 2026, it's alignment. Does this feel like I have to push or pull or sidestep, or am I stepping naturally into this? It's really setting this word alignment is setting the timing of everything that I'm doing this year, and it's really soft. So that's this episode. To grow my podcast audience, it really helps me immensely. If you can hit the follow button, I'd be so grateful. Thanks also, Gorgeous, for sharing this podcast episode with your own change tribe. I hope it generates a fire of loving support and proactive discussion of how you can take charge of your journey steps by setting your intentional word and walk through life regardless of the challenges that life experience brings you. If you're wanting to connect deeper into your heart, perhaps this is the year that we work a little closer together. That could start straight away by signing up for my free newsletter. The link's in the show notes. I'm your podcast host, Kaz Humphreys, aka The Change Chick, and the I Am Changing podcast is a reminder that we can all choose to change and bloom from within. I look forward to seeing you soon.